Hello guys, I'm doing a grocery haul. Can you hear that sound? It's my fridge. My fridge has got like something going on and it's just decided it wants to be involved in all the noise we're having in our house the past week with packing and stuff, and see if I can get that fixed in the next couple of days. Busy one today, and let me explain a couple of things before I do this grocery haul. I spent over $200 this week. One, Coles had spend over $200 and get $20 off. For me, great opportunity. I can afford it, so I thought for $20 off, I could buy 2 packets of toilet rolls. I could buy nappies. That's what I've done. And technically they're for free. That's how I work out, is it worth it? I buy a few more extra things that are on sale or some pantry staples, and then I get to the mark that they say, then you get the discount, and I done it, and I ended up getting my nappies for free. So that's what I've done. The other reason it worked in my favor this week is because next Friday I am not going to be doing a grocery haul. We are packing, we are moving, and we're going to be having takeaway. I'm not going to lie, my fridge and freezer have reduced right down. We're probably going to do pizzas and then leftover pizzas and then leftover pizzas for the next 3 nights when we move. But I will be doing a very random, I've run out of fruit, I've run out of milk, and I'll grab a couple of things. I will be vlogging next week almost every day, so it might be in a vlog I do. If not, I may, and I have found out a lot of you don't follow me on Instagram, which is fine, but I may do some quick stories on Instagram. It's just going to be some fruit for the kids' lunches, milk because we're a family that loves our dairy and that kind of thing. So just that I would share that with you guys. But I'm going to turn you around and show you what I've gotten for the week. I don't have my tripod. I've got you literally in my hand. I'm holding my camera in my hand, and we're just going to work through groceries for the week. I'm going to share some lunches I'm doing for my son. I might end up doing lunches for my daughter, and I'll explain that as we go through, and also dinners for the week to try and be organized and keep us healthy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, guys. But groceries for the week. Let's start in the dairy section. I always do that. The milk. We are still going through quite a bit of milk. Little Miss has definitely become fussier with her morning tea and lunches, and I have come to the conclusion it's because I pack little man's lunch, and in the morning I show him so he can visually see what he's having for lunch, so he understands when I open my lunchbox up, that's what I've got. Awesome, he can set himself up for lunchtime. And I think Little Miss is missing out. Now my kids both have had lunchboxes for a couple of years. They've got like a large bento style one and then a small snack bento style one. So I'm actually thinking of packing Little Miss's lunches as well, because obviously she's seeing what's happening in the morning, and I think she feels like she's missing out. It's been a house of emotions this week with her. Little man emotional because he's tired. Little Miss is just emotional, and I'm putting it down to my son's having lots of change that's exciting for him, but she's having lots of change that is not exciting for her. She's lost her brother 3 days a week because he goes to school, or she's got his mummy. We've had play dates every week. I've organised play dates, but I'm just noticing her change probably isn't very fun. And on top of that, we are moving, and the kids kind of understand that, you know, this won't be their home soon. Anyway, let's move on. Last week, the custard and the yogurt worked perfectly for little man. It was literally custard, yogurt, and he loved it. He had blueberry yogurt and custard. So next week, I'm going to do strawberry yogurt and custard. The only thing is, to the noisy fridge, I don't have enough of these pouches to fill like 10, so I can get 5. So in that 2-litre custard, I can get 10 of these. So 5 for little man, 5 for little miss, and then I had the yogurt up here. I don't know how much yogurt I was able to fill into the pouches because I ran out of pouches. But with that custard, so that 2-litre custard gave me 10 portions of pouches, 10 servings of custard, I should say. Now I fill mine up to the line. You don't have to fill it up that high, and there are different sizes. So I do have some Christmas ones, which I think that they're smaller. These are the ones that my son takes to school. I'm trying to find a marker on here for what size they are, and I can't tell you. I'm really sorry, guys. But I think that might be 250 250, maybe 300 mil, and these ones here are definitely a larger size. Sorry, so they're definitely a larger size in them. I probably should put those away because I got those at Christmas time. They were actually on sale on the cinchies, so these are the cinchy pouches I get. And what I do with them, this is how they come. This is an example. So that's the cinchy pouch there. That's how you come. That's how they are made. I can't speak English today in the coffee. They've got a double seal on the bottom, so extra protection so that they don't leak. I think mine have only ever leaked once, and it was the first time I've used it. So you can see, can you see there? There's like a clip. What do you call it? Like a Ziploc thing that goes across, but there's 2 of them and they are dang strong. You can write your child's name on there, and that's the line just there to say the max that you can fill it up to. So you could like half fill it if you wanted to. You could do more or less. Now, they're the lids that they come with. I actually go out and purchase, they sell these ones, these larger lids, which actually make it a lot easier for the kids to open and undo compared to the smaller lids there. So I packed that in my son's lunchbox, also very mindful that that could be a bit of a choking hazard, maybe for the other children in the class if they see it, if he's sitting beside someone. So I went out and got these here. This still works out so much more cost effective and environmentally friendly, buying the pouches and then buying these lids here, compared to those disposable pouches all the time. And I have converted a few of you mums. I've gotten messages saying you love, there's one tub, you fill it up, it's done for the week. It just makes you feel happier, 1, because you're saving money, and 2, you're doing the right thing for the environment. I get people are busy and they prefer to buy the takeaway or the disposable pouches. I'm not judging at all, trust me. But we do an alternation between the custard and the yogurt, working really well. This is my yogurt treat for the week, not on sale. I didn't care, I wanted it, I bought it, it's been a week. Meat pies were on sale. This is the brand I love, and I have mentioned this so many times, and again, so many of you have messaged me being like, oh, you are bang on with these here. So we get these all the time. When they're on sale, we do stock up. There is actually, you can get a family size meat pie, and you can get little mini meat pies depending on where you shop and what they've got in stock. I know stock levels are really challenging at the moment with some things, but we love these ones here. I have tried the chicken and leek or chicken and mushroom. It's really creamy and nice. My husband prefers like a traditional meat pie. It's chunky beef. It is really nice. It's not mint. It's not like I don't know other brands I can call, to be honest, but it's not a mince meat pie. It is a chunky beef pie. It is really yum. So when they're on sale, I think it was $5 for the two, $2.50 for a meat pie, heated up in the oven with some mashed potato and some peas and corn. A cheap, easy, really yummy dinner. What will my kids eat, you ask? I have the frozen meat pies from Coles. My kids love them. They are obsessed with them, and that's what they get there. With the leftover mashed potato, peas and corn, I'm likely going to make some sausages this week. So half of the sausages will go to being part of the cook them up and have with mashed potatoes and peas and corn. And the other half, I'm not going to lie, we're going to have one night when we are so dang tired, I can just cook them up, or I'll cook them all at once and then just reheat some. And we're going to have in some bread with some cheese. I'm not going to lie, that will be dinner. I've also got this chicken here. Chicken mince has definitely become a staple in our family for so many reasons, for dog food, homemade dog food, and it's just a great piece of meat to cook with. I can make the yummiest, juiciest crumbed chicken, like rissoles, out of this chicken mince. It's chicken breast mince, minced up, and it is really, really nice. So if the motivation's there, if the energy's there, if I can be bothered, if I want to, chicken mince, easy. 2 ingredients. Have you seen my recipe? It's 2 ingredients. Get your chicken mince, make it into a patty, roll it into some panko crumb, and fry it in the frying pan. Trust me, it is really good. You don't need oil, you don't need eggs, you don't need flour, you don't need to no. The chicken mince is wet enough. Panko crumb loves sticking to it, and fry it off. This dog wants to go outside. So trust me, chicken mince, panko crumb. That is all you need. Did you want to go out? We definitely want to go out. I add other things. You can put like lemon juice in it, cheese in the middle, and make it like all fancy and bougie. I put a bit of garlic in mine, to be honest, but chicken, mince, and panko crumb. Drop me a message, a DM on Instagram, or drop me a message on this post, on this video here once you've tried it, trust me. Chicken breast. So what I want to do is freeze 2 of them, then the other 2 I want to cut into some strips. Don't cook them, but before I pack my pantry up, I've got my taco seasoning here. I got this from Costco's ages ago, far too long ago. I've got until June to use it. That's how much I've used in 2 years, a year and a half. So I need to start probably making my way through that there. I'm going to season the chicken into strips, chuck it into my freezer in one of those cinchy pouches. I've been using these for ages and love them. Well, I've got cinchy pouches galore for lots of different things. So I put it into that cinchy pouch there, put it into the freezer, and if I'm in the mood, if I want to and I feel like it, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to cook it. I'm going to cook some rice, toss through some frozen veggies and some onion, and I've got like a chicken fried kind of mixture. Sorry guys, I had to sneeze. Butter, I just like having butter in my house because I do a lot of baking. Probably not going to use it this week because of the move and that kind of thing, but it's like my safe space. You know how sometimes you just buy things every week because it's like your safe space? I feel like butter's kind of that there. Loads of fruit and veg, banana, spinach, lettuce to make salad sandwiches and that kind of thing. Little man has definitely deterred from blueberries. He's preferring blackberries in his lunchbox, which is fine. They're kind of the same price point. He's good with raspberries, but he definitely loves blackberries. So next week I'll remove that from my groceries and we're just going to stick to blackberries. Maybe I'll buy 2 punnets of that and I mix in a little bit of strawberries and some kiwi fruit, which he is really, really liking. With the kiwi fruit, I peel it and chop it all up, and then I bought these about a year ago from those online $2 Asian stores. I can't tell you where. I think if you just Google bento lunchbox accessories or something, it'll come up. I bought a bunch of things like these picks where you can put like fruit skewers. We're not doing that right now. I like these. It's a fork. It's a little baby fork where he can stab his fruit and eat it. He does have hand sanitizer that he uses on his hands. But I'm like, at school, I don't know how well they wash their hands, and kiwi fruit can be like slippery on them. So he's got like a little fork that goes into his lunchbox, and then he can eat his little fruit salad that I make up for him. Cherry tomatoes and some really nice peaches. I might have those for my morning tea today. Tomatoes to do sandwiches, zucchini for I think the only vegetable I bought this week because I have so much broccoli in my fridge. 2 cucumbers because he has requested cucumbers every single day in his lunchbox, which is fantastic. I worked, now a lot of people have seen my Instagram reel and I put it on my YouTube channel of my son's lunchboxes, and I had a lot of comments being like, wow, I wish my son ate that. Trust me, I was shocked when I saw what my son actually ate for lunch. I did not expect it. I worked for ages to get him onto cherry tomatoes and cucumbers. And at the start it was like, it's just a circle. Is it cold? Is it hot? Does it look like the moon? Does it look like your bouncy ball? And we worked for ages on it. And then it was one day he took a bite and he's like, look, it looks like the moon still. Because it was like a curve like the moon, and it worked from there. So I put in a lot of effort to get him. You guys would have seen my journey. We don't buy crackers anymore, we buy bread. He only used to eat the Crusket crackers with Vegemite on it, and he's now eating bread. So for like 4 or 5 months I have worked so hard to get him into a diet for school that I'm really happy with. And so trust me, I completely understand when parents like, my kids only eat like one thing and that's it, or only eat sandwiches. Trust me, my son for lunch, his sandwiches are just butter at the moment. That's all he wants. I'm lucky to do Vegemite, but all he wants is butter. Other kids have got ham, cheese, tomato, beautiful salad sandwiches. We're basic, we're just at butter and Vegemite. So trust me, I posted that video fully expecting lunchboxes to come home, and he only ate like the chocolate stuff out of it, like the homemade chocolate things, but he ate everything. So I was very shocked. Don't look at my lunchboxes and be like, I wish we could do the same. Just, you need to focus on what works for your family, whether it's they come home and they scoff all their afternoon tea, or all they have is sandwiches, all they have is fruit. Whatever you're doing, it's an amazing job. I'm definitely noticing the lunchboxes are hard work. Crackers, he loves these crackers. So easy lunchboxes. On the topic of lunchboxes next week for me, it's literally going to be a sandwich, a bunch of fruit, a yogurt pouch is going to pre-prep tonight. Some crackers are going to go in his lunchbox. He loves these. He might get one of those as a treat for his lunchbox snack. He's had these before. I bought them again. We'll test them out again over the weekend and see how he goes. And I've got some tiny teddies up the back there. I'm keeping it really, really basic. I'm not baking this week. I do still have stuff in my freezer from my snack cooking, so we might pull out some of the whole pancakes, and these are some leftover blueberry muffins there. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself this week to have like a filling all the colors in the lunchbox kind of thing. It might be you're getting 2 sandwiches, my son, some cucumber and some crackers because that will fill him up. I know he will eat it, and it's just saving me the stress of baking anything this week because this week ain't the week to bake. Peanut butter was half price, so I grabbed 2 of those, although Little Miss has definitely eased off on the peanut butter journey, so we might try some other flavors for her. Toothpaste was half price. This is the one my kids like, so they brush their teeth when they use it, so I keep buying it. Popcorn's going really well. Little man doesn't like having popcorn in his lunchbox. I don't know why. I think because it maybe has a smell when he opens it up, a very strong popcorn smell. I'm not too sure, but he's happy to have popcorn after school. So what I do, this was his lunch, don't judge my kitchen. Do not judge the mess of my kitchen. This is the pouch he had yesterday. So I just used the cinchy pouches and I put in here either popcorn, or the other day we had some of the corn chips I purchased last week, and that's his afternoon snack from the time we walk down to the car, get in the car, whether we have to drive to the house and look at some of the renos that are happening, we pick Little Miss up from school, or we just go home and he continues to eat it. He's liking doing that with the popcorn. So I'm just going to keep rolling with it. I'm trying different cat food for our cat. I am going to go down the path. I need to slow down with my talking, or I need another coffee. We're going to go down the path of making homemade cat food. I tried our cat on the dog food the other night because I ran out of cat food. And he ate it, begrudgingly, but he definitely ate it. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing the rice and some veggies for him, and maybe buying like a really cheap frozen fish, like some frozen salmon, some frozen cod, like real cheap home brand stuff. Maybe get some sardines for him too and mash it through and make his dinners that way. I'm just gonna do a little bit more research before I do it, but to get me through, I'm just trying some different cat food. So I bought this stuff here. He's either going to love me or hate me for it, I'm not too sure. He's a little bit of a fussy cat, so I'll see how he goes. Oh, maybe that will work for him. Fussy cat. Didn't even see that there. So we'll see how he goes with the different types of cat food before I end up making my own. So oats, sugar, what's that called? Barbecue sauce, potatoes. I'm going to call these my freebies for the week. So I think they were on sale. They were normally 12 down to 10. I did have 3 packets, then he had 2 in stock. That's fine because these are so hard to get. And it's just a bit of comfort not having potentially wet beds overnight. So they're definitely a handy thing to have. They're not cheap, but I don't have any other options, to be honest. The bigger the kids get, the more expensive nappies get, and the less you get in a packet, which is kind of annoying. Eggs and toilet paper this week. So I actually got a pretty big shop. There's lots of like little things in there, some pretty high priced items in there, lots of dairy and quite a bit of meat. So I'm very happy with my grocery haul this week. I'm very happy with the savings I've got this week. I hope this has helped you with either some lunchbox snacks or give you some reassurance that whatever you're feeding your kid, I'm sure you're doing an amazing job at doing it. I'm going to attempt to make Little Mrs. lunchboxes maybe next week. Maybe they'll make my job in the kitchen a bit easier instead of having like plates and cups and bowls everywhere and I'm hungry, I want this, I want that. I might start pre-planning her lunches when I do my son's as well, just an easier task. And I'm hoping it's giving you some dinner ideas for the week or some things that you might want to look at to consider buying in your grocery haul for the next week or two. Let me know, did you use a discount code? Was there a different discount code? Did you do a massive shop this week or a small shop this week? This is a big shop and I'm going to try and stretch it out as long as I can until I run out of milk, until I run out of fruit for my children. I hope you enjoyed today's grocery haul. It was definitely I think one of my better grocery hauls I've done, to be honest, because I was quite thorough and very thoughtful with what I had purchased. My board up here, I'm not gonna lie, it says January. I've given up on the board and I've definitely noticed how unorganized I am without having things written up and visual for myself. So these are boards that I sell. I'm not telling you to go buy one. I'm just saying when I have something written up, whether it's in a book, on a wall, the family can see it, everyone knows the rules on how to use the board in our family, things run a lot more smoother. So I can't wait to get into the house, set the board up, and I'm just back into routine. At the moment I'm using a book, but because it's not visual for anyone else to see, things are coming up and I'm like, oh, you can't do it that day because this is happening. happening because it's not visual for the family. They do struggle to keep up with me because I've got like 50 things up here but only 20 written down, which is a bad thing for me. I hope you enjoyed today's grocery haul. Bear with me guys, it's going to be a busy couple of weeks and then I'm back up and running. I'm going to put random videos up as I do them. Thank you for being patient with me. I hope you enjoyed today's grocery haul and we'll talk soon. Bye.